What's up, Denver Broncos family? Prepare your hearts, because what I'm about to say will make you understand why this Monday night could change everything for our season. You think you've seen pressure? Well, wait until you discover what's at stake when we step onto the field at Empower Field at Mile High against the Cincinnati Bengals. After securing our playoff spot last season, breaking years of drought, we're now facing completely different pressure. And under the Monday Night Football lights, our Denver Broncos family will discover what we're really made of. But hold on, Broncos Country, because the situation is much more complex than it appears. Stay glued to the screen because you won't want to miss a second of what's coming. Let's start with the basics. We're in the fourth week of the 2025 season, and our franchise is already facing what many experts are calling the moment of truth. Why, family? Because after 3 games, our situation on the field is far from the ideal we all expected. Do you remember how we finished 2024? Broke the playoff drought with sky-high expectations for this season. The entire franchise was breathing confidence. But look where we are, with a start that's making everyone question whether we're really ready to compete at the highest level. And that's exactly what makes Monday night so special and at the same time so scary. We're not just talking about another regular season game. We're talking about a watershed moment that could define whether our seasons takes off or if we'll spend the next few months trying to understand where we went wrong. The Cincinnati Bengals arrive in Denver also desperately needing this victory. Joe Burrow and company know that every game counts in a conference as competitive as the AFC. So what do we have? 2 desperate teams, 2 teams with lots of talent. 2 teams that know a loss could drastically complicate their plans. Now, let's talk about something that could make all the difference: playing under the Monday Night Football spotlight. For some players, this exposure is pure fuel. For others, it can be paralyzing. Our quarterback will be under the national spotlight, with millions of people watching every pass, every decision. Our offensive line will have to protect not only against a Bengals defense that can be unpredictable, but also against the pressure to perform on a Monday night. The interesting thing is that playing at home on Monday Night Football should be a huge advantage. Empower Field at Mile High buzzing, Broncos Country making noise, creating a hostile environment for visitors. But pressure works both ways. Playing at home also means there's no excuse not to perform. Our defense will have the opportunity to show the entire country why Denver has always been synonymous with elite defense in the NFL, but it will also have to prove that the difficulties of the first few weeks were just adaptation, not a worrying new reality. And speaking of Monday Night Football, you know what that means, right, family? Bright lights, national attention, everyone watching. It's when great players stand out and when truly special teams show their class. Let's get into the details that could define this game, family. Joe Burrow arrives commanding the Bengals offense, and you know he's the type of quarterback who can explode at any moment. He has a strong arm, quick reads, and experience in high-pressure games. Our Denver Broncos' defensive strategy will be crucial. We need to pressure Burrow without giving space to the talented receivers that Cincinnati has. It's a very thin line. Pressure too much, and you might open holes in coverage. Pressure too little, and give Burrow time to dissect our defense. On the offensive side, our approach will need to be smart and efficient. The Bengals have shown vulnerabilities in defense, but they also have players who can change the game with an interception at the right moment. We'll need to protect the ball as if our lives depended on it. And special teams? In a game that could be decided by details, every punt, every field goal could be decisive. It's in these situations that players who normally don't appear in highlights can become instant heroes. Speak up, Broncos Country. What do you think of our defensive strategy? Comment below. Here's the harsh reality. It doesn't matter what they officially say about it's still early in the season. Everyone knows this is a must-win game. Everyone feels the pressure. But you know what's interesting about must-win situations? They reveal a team's true character. When backs are against the wall, that's when we see who really has champion fiber. Our franchise has a tradition of performing well under pressure. Over the years, some of our most memorable moments came exactly when we needed them most. It's as if pressure brought out something special in the Denver Broncos DNA. And there's another important factor: our fans. You, Denver Broncos family, are known for being loudest and most loyal exactly when the team needs it most. Monday night will be the perfect opportunity to show that. Imagine the atmosphere. Monday night football. Packed Empower Field, Broncos Country making deafening noise. And our team feeling all that positive energy flowing from the stands to the field. That's priceless, family. That could be the differential we need. Hey, before we continue, if you're enjoying this complete analysis and don't want to miss any play of our journey this season, hit that subscribe button down there. Because here on the channel, Broncos Country always has exclusive content and all the passion our franchise deserves. Now let's talk about the players who could make the difference this Monday night. On our side, all eyes will be on our quarterback. He needs to play the game of his life. He can't be afraid of the spotlight, can't hesitate on important decisions. Our offensive line will be tested to the maximum. The Bengals' pass rush can be dangerous, and if we can't give our QB time to make reads, our offense could stall completely. On the defensive side, our linebackers and defensive backs need to be in the play all the time. Joe Burrow is smart. He'll try to find gaps in our coverage. He'll try to exploit any lack of communication. There can be no mistakes, no slip-ups. From the Bengals, obviously Joe Burrow is the most dangerous player, but they have receivers who can explode at any moment, and a defense that has shown it can make big plays when we least expect it. The home factor will be crucial. Altitude has always been our secret ally. Visiting players who aren't used to it might feel the effects in the fourth quarter when fatigue hits. In a game that could be decided in the final minutes, this could be a determining factor, and you, Broncos Country, have the power to influence the outcome. When you make noise at the right time, when you support the team even in difficulties, that translates to momentum on the field. This game doesn't exist in a vacuum, family. It's part of a season where expectations were high from day one. Everyone expected us to take another step forward after the playoffs. The AFC is more competitive than ever. Every victory counts, every loss hurts. There's no more room for "we're still adjusting." Every game is decisive. If we win convincingly, we send the message that the first few weeks were just adaptation. If we lose, especially at home on a Monday night, then we really start having serious confidence problems. To win, we need to establish the running game early. Pressure Burrow without giving space for big plays. Not commit turnovers, take advantage of our home advantage, and play all 4 complete quarters. The mental aspect will be fundamental. Psychological pressure can either elevate or paralyze. Our recent playoff experience could be a differential, but we need to manage this pressure well. My expectation? A physical and tight game, decided by details. Field goals, turnovers, penalties, these small things can make a huge difference. Expect an exciting fourth quarter, because Monday Night Football has a tradition of dramatic endings. If we play well, we gain national respect instantly. We'll show that the Denver Broncos is back in the NFL's elite scene. That's why the importance goes far beyond the 2 points in the standings. I believe Monday night will be the moment when our season really begins. The first 3 weeks were adaptation, but Monday, with our backs against the wall, playing at home is when we'll show our true face. I believe in this roster's talent, in the coaching staff's ability, and especially in Broncos Country's power to make the difference when we need it most. So, Denver Broncos family, are you ready for this epic battle? What do you expect from this decisive game? Comment below with your predictions. Hit like if you're as anxious as I am, share with your Broncos Country friends, and activate notifications so you don't miss any analysis. See you next time, and may Monday be our night of glory at Empower Field. Broncos Country, let's ride.